Kanson Electronics makes sensors and timers for the power generation industry as well as other products. The company was started by Alan Filson's parents over 30 years ago in the basement of their home. After his father passed away, Alan's mother decided she needed to either sell the business or turn it over to her son and his wife to carry on the family business. Though Alan knew little about the operations of Kanson Electronics before he took it over, he had senior management experience in a larger company. But to ensure the company would both survive and thrive, Alan decided he needed the help of a professional business consulting company to help in the transition from the mom-and-pop business his parents built to one grounded in modern business management systems and procedures. What are the insights you gained from the business analysis?
Well, my wife and I were new to the company. It was my parents' corporation. They ran it for 30 years. I was coming from the printing field. I was a global operations manager for the Sheridan Group. So I had a lot of operational experience, but not a lot of management experience with running the corporation. So we were hoping to get someone to show us what was working, what wasn't working, what the company was doing well, and really help us plan for the future. How are we going to keep this company continuing to grow and on the right track?
How did our consultants help you improve your business operations?
Well, David came in and he spent quite a bit of time here with us. He helped us create a budget. He helped us create a 3- and 5-year plan. He helped us. He looked at every area of our business. He looked at inventory control. He looked at sales. He looked at marketing. He looked at financial analysis, and we really came up with guidelines and procedures to really make sure that our business was going to continue to grow.
Alan, how did our consultants help you improve the productivity of your employees?
Well, Tom, when David came here, one of the first things he did is interviewed each of the employees. He took them in a separate room, he talked to them, asked them what their job function was, what they did, what they liked about what they did, what they liked about the company, what they disliked, and where they saw things that could be improved, and what those things were. At the end of that, he put together a summary, and he shared that summary with us. And when we looked at it, we said, how do we attack this? And he gave us some great ideas. We put together a plan, and we addressed each of the concerns that the employees brought up for areas that needed improvement.
Alan, how did you benefit from the inventory controls our consultants installed in your business?
One of our biggest problems was inventory control. Each week we had to look for components that may have gone, the manufacturer may have stopped making them, the supplier may have stopped carrying them. We spent a lot of time on the phone searching for components that we needed to build our products. What we installed with David's help was a process called consignment, where we went out to a bunch of our suppliers. We said to them, gee, we want to make sure that we buy these. We know how many of these parts we're going to buy. We're going to buy this many every year. Can you bring them in, put them on our shelf, and make sure that we have them so that we can continue to make our products? They did that. They brought the products in, their components, they put them on our shelves. It gave us a several-month buffer. And when we pull the inventory, we put it in our product, we sell our product before we ever even pay for the inventory that we use to make it. It really has helped us free up capital and make sure that we weren't running short on components that we needed.
How did our consultants help you get ready to grow your business in the future?
Well, Tom, when David got here, we put together a 1-year, a 3-year, and a 5-year plan. And one of the things I had said to David was, we want to be a $5 million company in 5 years. And his immediate response to me was, okay, at what profit level? So that really, helped put our plan together. We said, okay, well, we want to be there. We want to be at this level. We brought all of the key management in, with the key personnel here at the company. We sat in this office. We put together these plans with everybody's input. Everybody had a say. Everybody had, a voice at the table on how we were going to achieve these goals. Once we all agreed that this was a good plan, that this was obtainable, that everybody felt comfortable we could do these things, we put that plan in motion.
Alan, what would you say to a business owner who's considering using our analytical and consulting services to improve his business?
I would say you really should do it. You really should bring the consultants on board. They're going to be here with you, 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it takes. They're going to help you set goals. They're going to help you set financial goals, production goals. They're going to look at all areas of your company. They're going to look at inventory management. They're going to look at your financial statements. They're going to look at production processes. They're going to look at sales and marketing. And they're really going to come back and they're going to help you put together a plan and a goal on how to obtain it. You know, it's fantastic. I mean, it's expensive. Sure, it costs money, but that's relative. What you get, the value you get from that money is, it really will help change your business.
Describe to me what your business was like before you brought in our team of business experts and how it has changed for the better today.
Well, Tom, my wife and I were new here. This is a family business. My parents had run this business for 30 years. They'd done things a certain way. We came here and we thought, well, we really needed to know what was working, what wasn't working, what areas we needed to improve. The consultants helped us find those things. They helped us put together a plan for growth, and then they helped us set goals on how we were going to, you know, where we wanted to be and how we were going to get there. You know, right after consultants left, we had our best sales month we've ever had in 13 years. You know, without their help, that would have never happened. You know, I'm confident. You know, they did a great job for us. They really did. And you know, afterwards, we believe that the economy is, you know, it's not good. It's not good anywhere. But there's business to be had, and we go get it.
What benefit did you get from the estate and asset protection planning for you and your business?
Well, when Brandy came here, one of the first things we talked about was estate planning. We looked at multiple options. This was a family business. My parents started this business, ran it for 30 years. You know, when my wife and I got here, we really had to look at the transition from my parents to ourselves. She set up several options for us from an estate planning aspect, and we chose the best one, the one that was in our best advantage for both my parents and ourselves. You know, from the other side of that was corporate structure, the way the corporation was set up. All of our assets and employees were all under the same umbrella, all of the same company. If from a liability standpoint, that wasn't necessarily the best way to do it. Brandy showed us how to break the employees into a separate company and the assets into, you know, another company, so that if a liability situation ever occurred, they would only be able to come after the company that didn't have any assets. The assets would always be protected.